Welcome to a post-apocalyptic universe where Brighton are top of the table and Southampton are in third under Mark Hughes. Hello everyone, welcome to episode 5 of our Football Manager 3019 Let's Play. It seems like that at the moment with Brighton and Southampton in second and third. And today we play two very important games, the first against Tottenham and the second against Galatasaray. And the start of the really exciting period, which is the festive period. If I just show you the schedule, we'll be showing over the next few days, 6 of the next 8 matches. We'll be showing you Tottenham and Galatasaray today. We'll be showing you Man City and Dortmund in the next episode tomorrow. And Arsenal and Manchester United in Wednesday's episode. So there's plenty to look forward to over the next few days. And we'll be showing a lot of those games. But let's just talk through what's happened since I last been with you. So the last time I was with you, we won against Lokomotiv Moscow and lost to Everton. We then beat QPR in the League Cup fourth round. It took us to penalties, bear in mind, though, to do that. And we won the penalty shootout 5-4. Mane missed and Freeman missed the fourth penalty. But Glenn McCauley got the winning penalty. I'll explain about him in a minute, as well as scoring in the game. But pretty worrying that we conceded 4 against QPR and Steve McLaren. Then we beat West Ham 4-3 at home with Bobby, Adekanye, Gomez, Solanke and Milner getting on the score sheet. I bet that's not a score sheet you'd think you'd see. But West Ham got 3. It's clear that we just can't defend, especially in the Premier League. We know we've conceded 5 in the last 2 in the Premier League. Conceded, 2 in all those games. The last time we didn't concede was that 0-0 draw against Southampton. And apart from when we beat Fulham and Burnley, we haven't actually had clean sheets in terms of matches we've won so far. Then we beat Lokomotiv Moscow 6-1. They actually took the lead, and I said, you know what, let's go away from the computer till half-time. Let's just see if anything changed. So we actually scored 3 before half-time, but followed by Salah scoring 2 and Matip scoring 1 to make it an absolutely emphatic 6-1 win. Then we came back to England, to Palace, to Selhurst Park, and lost 2-0 to Palace. So our away form at the moment has been completely dogged, as you can see. If we knock out the friendlies, we've only had 2 wins away from home. If we look at that in comparison to the home form, it looks a lot better. We've only lost 1 game at home, and that obviously looks a lot better. You can just tell already. Home, away and neutral will change that too. But again, we're playing against Tottenham and Galatasaray today, so let's get straight into it. Before we do, we've had quite a few injuries, hence why we've had to play the likes of Glenn McCauley, but luckily now, a lot of our players are back. I've shown you the Premier League table, and there's not really much more to add, apart from the fact that Simon Mignolet has left the club. He'll leave the club on the 28th of January to go to Spartak Moscow. Quite an interesting career move after going from Sunderland to Liverpool to Moscow. Very weird. He wanted to leave the club. Fair enough, he's going to be a bench warmer now, so we need to find a replacement for him, and he's going there for 13 million. But the team today, we've got Alisson Becker in goal. We've got Alexander-Arnold, Lovren, Matip, and Andy Robertson at the back. We've got, I think it's Fabinho and Henderson in the midfield. We've just got to check that one really quickly now. Let's have a look who's in the midfield. The teams are warming up. Please wait. Yep, I am waiting. Any much longer? There we go. We've got Fabinho and Wijnaldum in the midfield. Moreno actually starts at left back, so I think Robertson must be a little bit tired. We've got Fabinho and Wijnaldum in the midfield. Shaqiri and Mane on the wings with Firmino and Sturridge up front. Firmino makes his first start, I think, for a while, and Shaqiri is also in the team for the first time in a while because Salah is a bit tired. But Tottenham look very good. I don't know who this Stefanenko is, but nonetheless, let's get into it, shall we? Dyer at centre-back, that's interesting. Very interesting one. Right, let's go out and prove a point. Let's go out and impress the manager, aka moi. We need to change this highlights thing. I don't know why I keep changing it in the interleaving games. I just completely forget that we've done that. But let's go into the tunnel. What's the talk going to be about in the tunnel today? The tunnel interview. Are we going to have a tunnel interview? The absence of Salah is sure to be felt. Yeah, I agree. But hopefully we can do just as well. Now, if you look at the Premier League table, Tottenham haven't had the best start to the Premier League either. But if one of the teams wins in this match, that elevates them up to 6th. And obviously, if we lose today, then we could be down as low as 14th. Where in fact, Arsenal are after this game. At Mane early into the box, good chance for Shaqiri, and it's just over the bar. Very early chance there for Shaqiri to get his name on the score sheet for the first time, I think, this season. But we have had an international break between the last game and now, hence why the players are a lot fresher. We just had a rest period between the last game and now. I just thought, you know what, let's just rest the players and then go back to big match preparation in terms of training. Because I think I've actually mastered, well, not mastered, but I've done a little bit more with the training. I've learned how to do the training a little bit more. So we're doing big match preparation this week. I felt it'd be fit up, we're playing Tottenham and Galatasaray in the next 2 games. So it's very much big games, and there's a hell of a lot of big games in this period. But it'll be quite weird, actually, because it's followed by quite a lacklustre period of games, which I don't mean lacklustre, but I mean a period where there's no big team games. It's really a period of the season where we need to just go and win those 6 games and not do much about it. But it seems we're not really doing much today. It's half-time already, and it's 0-0, no goals, no real highlights since that first highlight. Tottenham have had much more possession, so I think we will go back to counter-attacking after half-time, because it seems that Tottenham are dominating here. We're going to tell the players disappointed with the performance, because really at home we should be not dominating, but having the most of possession in theory. But we'll change that to cautious in possession. We'll focus play down the wings. I don't know what... I need to edit this tactic. For some reason it does change by itself sometimes. Out of possession, bit of a standard defensive line. That's fine to me. Wide, we'll change that to higher. And that looks all good to me. I think that one's going to be okay. And yeah, we'll start the second half. Now, for my good friend Captain Goodspeed, we've put Paul Glatzel on the bench. Because if you watched his channel last year, you remember that he did very well in Captain Goodspeed's Journeyman. And Joe wanted me to put him on the bench for this game. And I thought, you know what, let's put Paul Glatzel on the bench. And he might come on a bit late, albeit he's absolutely shattered from an earlier under-23s match. But we might bring him on at some point, seeing as we've got no other strikers. I didn't really see the point of not leaving a striker off the bench. So it was between Glenn McCauley and Glatzel. I thought, for the humour of it today, let's put Glatzel on the bench. First highlight, though, for a while. It's very pleasant. Wijnaldum to Mane. They've got the ball back, though, courtesy of Wanyama. Dembele. We need to be pressing now. Wanyama to Dele. Dele on the ball, runs through, has a shot, and it's just over the bar. Neither team's really played too well today, to be honest. I don't think there's been one clear-cut chance yet. Saying that, though, we have had 4 shots on target. It's very much mirroring stats between... We just had 10 shots, the same as Spurs. Again, 5 on target for both teams, but we probably need to make a substitution now. We'll bring Paul Glatzel on for Sturridge, because Captain Goodspeed will love that. We'll bring Naby Keita on for Wijnaldum, but we'll leave it there for the moment because we don't want to make too many changes, or else everything just starts to go a little bit bonkers. We'll change to an advance forward, and we'll change you to a poacher. Right, we've got just under 20 minutes to go here. I think we're going to go for the win. We're going to go attacking because, to be honest, we may as well just go for it because in my world, well, we could lose here. So it's a definite risk. And we probably will do as soon as we go on to the attacking tactic. Dembele back into Sanchez, and that's absolutely what's just happened. Oh dear. Oh dear. The second we go on to the counter-attack, from the counter-attacking tactic, Tottenham score. This could be our second loss away at home, but there's always time to lose again. But it's just not been a good start to the season, I'll be completely honest. Well, I think you guys can see that from the results, but there is the potential we could get the sack, which is a bit worrying, but nice stuff from Alexander-Arnold, but it's straight back to Wanyama. As a shot, Alisson stops it though. Can we get the ball up? Hopefully that's not the end of the highlight. Alisson. Come on, Alisson. Get on with it, son. Decent pass to Mane. Can we get it going now? Mane. Good pass to Firmino. Firmino onto Glatzel, but he can't really do anything. Sanchez to Lloris. Puts it out. Can Alexander-Arnold win the aerial battle? He can't. To Kane. Dembele. Dele. Mr. Ali. Mr. Ali on the ball. Poor shot from him, and that should be the end of the highlight. Come on. Can we actually do something? It'd be a bit gutted if we don't score this game now. Can we do anything? 2 minutes to go, and it's going to be the end of the game. Oh dear, another loss. 17 points from 13 games. Jesus. It's all over. Tottenham have beat us. To be fair, that's not a game that we were, I suppose, expecting to win completely, but the fact that we've lost at home and not really given anything is really disappointing, and hopefully we can compound that and just put that behind us by qualifying for the first knockout round of the Champions League by beating Galatasaray in the next game. So today's the day we can qualify for the first knockout round of the Champions League. I think, to be honest, that'll be a fantastic achievement, considering that we've got 2 league winners in this group, that are Galatasaray and Moscow, and Dortmund, who are a massive threat within themselves. But we changed the formation a little bit today. We've got Lovren and Van Dijk moaning. Funnily enough, neither of them are in the team at the moment. We've got Lovren and Van Dijk moaning that we're underachieving, which is a completely, acceptable complaint. And we've changed things around a little bit. Firmino drops back to a central attacking midfield. We've got Mane on the right replacing Shaqiri, and Lallana goes onto the left. We've got Milner and Henderson in the middle. We've got Alexander-Arnold and Robertson replacing... no, Alexander-Arnold's always been in there, but Robertson replacing Moreno. Now, it'd be a very good one if we can qualify, because it just means that we go into our game against Dortmund with just, a bit of breathing space, if you like. Let's tell the players to just... let's just encourage them. Let's just encourage them to actually do something, because last game we didn't score, we didn't do anything, so hopefully today we can actually do something. But playing in this purple pinkly kit really throws me. Lallana to Henderson. We won our last game 6-1 in the Champions League. Hopefully that's a bit of inspiration for us. Eren. Faguli. I'm actually going to change our team instructions to be defensively lower. Yeah. Extremely urgent in terms of pressing. Eren, good shot, but he's just missed the target. I wonder if we can possibly increase the match speed of these highlights. So let's see how we get on. Is that speed alright? I think that's okay. Gomez to Henderson. Henderson to Mane on the wing. Mane on the wing. Good stuff. Good stuff between Mane and Alexander-Arnold there. A good 1-2. Arnold's been dispossessed though. Unfortunate there. Fernando to Omar. Gary Rodriguez. Particularly weird name for someone playing in the Turkish league. Eren. Eren back to Belhanda. They're running rings around us at the moment. Can we just put a bit of pressure on? Which is what we've been instructing the players to do. Badu Ndiaye runs through. He shoots, but it's nowhere near the target. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, Moscow are out of the competition. They've had a disaster, but if we can beat Galatasaray today, obviously we qualify. It'd be much better if we qualify as the group winners. But sometimes it doesn't work out the way you want it to if you qualify as group winners. You know, you can get quite a tough group where a team has finished second, and that's probably going to be the time where, and the occasion where a team finishes second, we finish first, we get a match up against them in the first knockout round. Just to bear in mind, though, that our expectation from the board is to get into the semi-final of the Champions League, which sounds absolutely ridiculous. But given how we've played so far against, I think, some pretty good opposition, Moscow, Galatasaray and Dortmund, even though we are behind here, but let's gloss over that. The way we've played ahead of those teams has been very good, and if we can qualify, particularly in first position, then I've got no qualms, and we've done very well. But what a disaster we've had, but that should be overturned. Hopefully we can get a goal here. Henderson to Milner. Milner shoots. Oh, that's just wide from Milner. That was a very quick shot there from Milner. But we just haven't been doing anything, really. We've not offered anything today. We didn't offer anything in the last game, actually, either. But Fernando to Faguli. Faguli to Mariano. Mariano. Come on, put some pressure on Robertson. Belhanda to Mariano. Behalda. We're putting the pressure on, but we're just not making a tackle. Good stuff, Henderson. That's exactly what I wanted to see. But as soon as we get the ball back, they get it back off us. Omar on the ball to Badu Ndiaye. Fernando. Belhanda. Fernando on the wing to Faguli. Faguli just runs through the defence, and that's very nearly 2-0. We're going to go counter-attacking because I do feel that we're just not doing anything in our attacking. It just seems a bit of a waste of time. And because we're committing players up front, we're just not doing anything at the back. 1-0 down at half-time, it looks like it's going to be. And that means if we lose this game, it's not in our hands anymore. And if we play Dortmund and lose, we're out. Yeah, where's your passion? We want to win this match. We want to get at least a draw, just so it's still in our hands going into that last game. In transition, in possession. In possession, we'll just... Oh, wide. I don't want to overlap onto the left. Bugger off. Let's go more direct passing, higher tempo. Our attacking width, we want it to be a bit wider. Not really fussed about set pieces, to be honest. We just need to get a goal, wherever that comes from. And it'd be quite unbelievable if it finishes 1-0, particularly considering that the home leg of this match was 4-3. Faguli, Belhanda to Badu Ndiaye. Belhanda, back to Ndiaye. Gomez Max. Oh my God. Rodriguez is brought down by Trent Alexander-Arnold. Belhanda takes a spot kick. 2-0. This is ridiculous. Why can't we do anything with Liverpool? Why can't we do anything? There's that much expectation. It's just ridiculous. But we can't get them playing well. We can't get the team winning. And I don't know why. Our away form is absolutely abysmal. And the problem is we can't defend. And because we can't defend, on days like today when we just can't attack, we've just got no response. We'll bring Sakiri on for Mane as an inside forward. Put you back as a winger on attack. We'll put Firmino, in fact, we'll just put him up front. Yeah, we're going to play 4-2-4. You can play as a deep line forward on attack. And we'll also bring, pardon me, also bring Keita on. Just play him as advanced playmaker on attack. That's all we can do now. Put the fullbacks also on attack, as well as Robertson, if we don't actually click the button. We'll put them on wing-back attack. Becker as well as a sweeper keeper. We've just got to go for it. I mean, there's no option to not go for it at this point. It's ridiculous. And we've got nothing to lose, apart from our Champions League place, which I'm really worried about now, because Galatasaray have got Moscow next, and, you know, the stats suggest that Moscow will lose that game. And I don't think, given our current form, that we've got any chance in hell of beating Dortmund. We just can't do anything. Our first chance there came for a free kick, but straight after that free kick, they're back up. Jerry Rodriguez shoots wide, albeit, but it's not good enough. I don't know what to do to change it at this point. I really don't know what to do. We're in a bit of a rut. We can't win games, we can't do anything. I don't know how we're going to change the tactic, because this tactic just works in the Liverpool squad. There's no two ways about it. We can't change the tactic too much. The instructions seem fine to me, but it's going to be 2 losses from 2 today. And the last 3 games on camera we've lost now. Well, the problem is we can't defend. We can't defend for Toffee. Shaqiri chase after that. Can we get a goal back? Arnold into the box, full of Lana. No, straight out. Robertson. And it's all over. And as it says there, Galatasaray bossed it from start to finish. Well, that's it for today's episode, but we'll be back tomorrow at 6 PM. Probably another beating from the other 2 teams. I think it's Man City and Dortmund we played tomorrow. So we've got the Champions League climax, as well as a game against the Premier League champions of last year. So it'll be a really interesting one. Can we build up our form again? Let me down in the comments, or is this a rut we can't get out of? Because it's going to be a big struggle to conquer the Euro if we can't do it in Liverpool. Thank you for watching though, folks. I really appreciate you getting to this point of the video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 6 PM. Make sure to go onto the channel and watch any of my other videos if you're interested in that sort of thing. Like the video, give it a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.